You know what, that's actually a good question that I myself don't have a personal answer to. But like, I wonder what is considered the favorite Smash Bros. Stage. My favorite stage is probably not very competitive, but I can't really pick one. Sonic? Which one? Because there's Green Hill and there's Windy Valley. Windy Hill. I like Green Hill. Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we kind of just zoomed through there. So now we're in Ice Wheel. Yeah, Green Hill and not Green Hill, which is the perfect way to describe why I don't like Lost World. Because, like, Windy Valley is the best level, and it's just circular Green Hill. I mean, I could go on an entire tangent about Sonic Lost World, if you want me to be real. I have very strong opinions, stronger than most in that game. It's actually my least favorite Sonic game, and it's really weird, but it's actually because of the writing of all things. It's like... Sonic and Tails basically act super jerky the entire game, and it's not very enjoyable writing. So that's why I don't really get behind Lost World. Plus the level design is just very not interesting beyond the story. Yes, I do play Sonic games for story for some reason. Oops. So yeah, thinking about my hottest Sonic take is probably the fact that I would actually play Sonic 06 over Lost World, because 06 has a certain charm to it that's like interesting and hard to describe, because it's not like... It's obviously not a very well-made game, but it's for some reason super enjoyable to me for some reason. Even SA2, as much as I can admit the game isn't perfect, I just always have a pretty solid time playing SA2 minus a couple of stages being a little obtuse. What else about Sonic? That's actually a valid point. Sonic... What would his last 3 games be? It'd be Lost World. It'd be Lost... Oh god. It'd be Lost World, Forces, and Boom. I don't know why we always get on the topic of Sonic. This is Futaba's fault this time. Oh yeah, Mania technically would be in the top 3 most recently released Sonic games. For some reason I blocked out Mania. Honestly, I've played Mania so much, I'm kind of sick of it to some extent. Like, I still like the game, I think it's a very well-made game, but I've played it like 7 times since it's come out. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I need a break from Mania, of all things. Yeah, that's actually a very good point about Sonic. It's just like... You know, okay, this is a really minor thing, but, okay, actually we're gonna get a cutscene, so I'm gonna wait until after the cutscene. And watch me forget what I was about to say, because this always happens. At last, the Squeaks are in sight and Kirby is closing in. His precious shortcake is within reach. What in the world? Meta Knight swoops down and naps the treasure. In a flash, he sails through the Star Door, leaving Kirby behind. The Star Door will never open up without the 5 Star Seals. Kirby carefully places the 5 Star Seals in the door and... The lock breaks and the star door opens. Now for the cake! Alright, second to last world, World 7. What was I gonna say? I actually forgot. Like, I joked, like, I'm gonna forget what it is by the time the cutscene is over, and I actually did forget. Oh yeah, about Gamescom that's going on in Germany right now. There was like this thing about an unannounced AAA Sega game that was going to be announced, and it's actually a strategy game, kind of a Civilization style game. Which is like, that is not what I expected at all, considering all the rumors were pointing to Knights, because it's like been raided in other parts of the world, and so on. So I thought they'd be announcing Knights into Dreams, but they just announced a Civ style game, which is like, not what I expected at all, but okay. Also more Yakuza games, which I'm like, kind of tempted to play at some point, because they sounded kind of interesting, but it's just a matter of getting around to them. But yeah, that's the thing I meant to say, it's like, I kind of got my expectations too high for like Sega's announcement. Well, that's a reset. Or a redo, because we can't actually leave the level until we beat it once. Yeah, Gamescom has been interesting this year, because like, the first official gameplay footage of SpongeBob was released, and I have very mixed feelings about it. Because it's like, I kind of fell out of SpongeBob for a long time, but like, I do like the original game. So there's this sort of mixed feeling of like, I don't know how to feel about this game existing, because it's like, you know, even like 10 years ago I would have been so hyped for an HD version of this game, but now I'm like, man, SpongeBob, when was the last time I even watched SpongeBob? I didn't know this would work, the whole cheesing him with bombs. So that is good to know. I didn't know that would actually be successful. I never completed Battle for Bikini Bottom. There's like a kelp forest level that's so dark that on my TV at the time, I couldn't see what I was doing. So I never completed that level. Just weird trivia. There's another game based on Jimmy Neutron that I had the same problem with. That it was so dark I couldn't actually see anything. Also, can I just say I kind of wish, I kind of wish Sega would stop treating Sonic as a B-tier franchise, because now Sega is just kind of making like budget titles for Sonic. They're not really giving it their all, and I think that's actually part of their problem with Sonic currently, is they're not really giving it they're not really giving it any sort of respect or decent funding, to be blunt. It's like, Forces just screams budget title, not just because it's $40 at launch, but because it just has this feeling of being unfinished. I mean, it's like, I feel like Sonic games kind of aren't selling very well though. Like, they never even said how well Forces sold. They just said it sold better than they expected, and that's all they said about it. So, I actually kind of wonder how bad it was. Also, I guess, like, but it's like the last Sonic game I feel that had a ton of genuine effort, other than Mania, would probably be... even Generations. I was watching a stream of it, and it felt kind of weird, because there's like no dialogue for large portions of the game, where like Tails is talking, but Sonic just kind of stands there nodding. So it's like, yeah, they didn't even really record like full dialogue for this game.